Believe it or not, Donald Trump has actually managed to keep a lot of promises he made on the campaign trail, right? Like, we're going to have immigration raids. Well, we've got the immigration raids and it's tanking the economy. He's going to put tariffs on everybody. Well, he's done that too. He hasn't done other things, very important things like lower prices for anybody. Prices continue to go up. Inflation is going up. We're going to cut waste, fraud, and abuse from the government. You're actually wasting more money with Doge than what they're saving. They've only saved $1.4 billion, but they've cost a hell of a lot more than that, so you're still wasting more money than previous. We're going to lower the deficit. You raise the deficit by trillions of dollars. But there is one campaign promise that Donald Trump has now officially given up on altogether. And it was his campaign promise to end Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine within 24 hours. We all remember that from the campaign trail, right? Trump went out there multiple times. He said it on Truth Social. He said it in speeches and rallies. I will end the war. I will have it over with in 24 hours after I take office. So by January 21st, 2025, at noon Eastern, that war should have been over. That was the 24-hour mark for Donald Trump. Well, obviously that didn't happen. But hey, he got close, right? I mean, this past week, he met with Putin, he met with Zelensky, he met with leaders from Europe. He's doing everything he can. And then after all of that, after he meets with everybody, he goes out there and officially gives up. Now imagine that. You're right at the point where you've got everybody, you're talking to everybody, you've opened up lines of communication, and even after that, you're like, I can't do this. I don't know. But that's what's happened. Donald Trump is admitting essentially that he is a failure and that he's totally useless. He's giving up trying to end Russia's aggression against Ukraine, which is exactly what Vladimir Putin wants. Putin does not want the U.S. intervening. Putin does not want the U.S. giving Ukraine our best missiles and tanks and bombs and all of that to defend themselves. He wants the U.S. to back out of it so that he can do whatever the hell he wants. And that's what he's getting. But Trump admitted this past week that it was more difficult than anticipated to do this. Foreign policy is apparently pretty complicated. Who'd have thunk it, right? And for the record, this is not the first time since becoming president again that he has made this statement. Like, it's more complicated than I thought. Yeah, when you actually have to do the job, turns out the job's not that easy anymore. But he also said that he is no longer going to facilitate any communication between Zelensky and Putin. He's like, they're on their own. They can do it. And then once those two talk, then I'll come in and I'll be the, arbiter. I'll be the moderator. I'll be the guy that gets to be in the photos once they reach their own peace agreement. So he's giving up. He's admitting he can't do it, but at the same time also telling us that if they do it on their own, I'm going to make sure I'm in the room so that I can get my picture taken and get credit for the thing that I'm literally telling you I'm no longer participating in. That's crazy. And I think everybody needs to think that that is crazy. Because he still wants credit for it, even though he's telling us he's giving up because he doesn't know how to do it. He's useless. In so very many ways, this man is completely and totally useless. But I do appreciate the fact that he's basically admitting that to us now.